Right here we have the hole in which Richard Matt and David Sweat broke out of Clinton Maximum Security Facility Center in June of 2015. As seen in the show on Netflix, Escape from Dannemora. This is the same exact hole that the two men broke out of, which led to a 3-week manhunt costing over $25 million for the state of New York, until the two men were finally apprehended. Richard Matt being shot dead as seen in the show, and David Sweat being shot twice within 1.5 miles from the Canadian border. So they broke and climbed out of this hole right here from Clinton, traveling through a steam pipe that went under and led to this manhole. Once they climbed out the hole, they walked down this street right here, which is Barker Street. You're on the corner of Bauk and Barker. They would climb out this hole and walk down this street right here. And as seen in the show, Richard Matt panics when he sees a car driving by, and he jumps into this house's yard right here, which is now foreclosed and it looks like nobody's living in here, in which the owner sees him and tells him to get the fuck out of his yard. And David Sweat replies saying it's all good, it's something along those lines, and that they were just cutting through. Little did that man know that he was talking to two of the escapees from the maximum security center that he lives across the street from. So we are walking down Barker Street right now, in which Richard Matt and David Sweat are contemplating what their next move should be, because they were abandoned by their accomplice, Joyce Mitchell, who was supposed to pick them up at that manhole over there, and she did not. She had a panic attack and went into the hospital. And so they had no plan after that. Richard Matt wanted to steal a car. David Sweat told him no, that they all have GPS now, that they should either go back in the hole and build her back up, or that they go hide out in these woods over here, which is what they ultimately decided to do. They went back and forth a few times. Richard Matt was really panicking. David Sweat, who was actually the mastermind and the only one who really seemed to do anything during the prison escape, was convincing him to relax. And as I said, they ultimately decided to go into the woods, in which they hid out for a few weeks. And as you know, led to their demise, as they were caught shortly after leaving those woods. Richard Matt in Malone, New York. David Sweat in Constantinople, I think, forgot the name, but about 1.5 miles from the Canadian border. It's one last time right here that they take a good look at the prison. I'm on Flag Street and Smith. And right here, Richard Matt kisses the prison. He blows a kiss to the prison, pretty much saying goodbye. David Sweat tells him, I'm gonna walk down this street. Something about nobody's done this since Neil Armstrong. He's looked it up. This is the first time no one knows where they are. It's starting to hit them a little bit now. No one knows where they are for the first time in 5 years. He lights up a cigarette right here. And they walk down this road in a celebratory way, smoking their cigarette before Richard Matt, played by Benicio del Toro, finally realizes the gravity of the situation and starts bursting into an uncontrollable laughter. Then the screen goes black, and we know that they are somewhere deep, deep, deep into these woods behind us. And that is the final route that the two men took in Dannemora, New York.